Hello, everyone, and welcome into another edition of Trewvizon Radio. I am your host, Awesome Al, along with my producer and co-host, Hooch.
Woo!
I guess that's all we can say.
That's all we can say, man.
What's been going on, man, in the last month or so. I mean, wow. We have two pandemics going on right now. We got the coronavirus, and now we got
two-legged coronavirus.
Then we got racism and police brutality and protesting. All of that going on right now. So now as we talk about now as we talk about the coronavirus, it is increasing. This virus is not going away anytime soon. And we got everybody trying to open up everything again. Schools, restaurants, government. I guess you want to get back to what we consider as normal, but we will never be back to normal because
you don't think so?
No, I really don't think so. This virus has changed the lay of the world, should I say. Everybody gonna be wearing masks and gloves and washing hands, which that's something you should have done a long time ago. This hand washing now. You know, your grandma told you that. Baby, wash your hands. Don't be nasty.
I just can't fathom wearing a mask everywhere I go.
Well, they can just call you the Black Batman.
You know, we did a gig in Millbrook, H2O, and the only person that had a mask on was our keyboard player.
You didn't have one of them?
I had it with me, but I didn't have it.
Why you didn't wear it?
Just didn't. I don't know.
See?
I was on stage.
See? That's why the virus spread right now.
Hey, man. Everybody was spaced out, but really, they didn't. Everybody was having a good time. No one honored the mask or gloves. And they was doing the hand sanitizer thing, but we weren't.
Well, I guess that's good in a way. You're out there sanitizing your hands, washing your hands, but you're supposed to wear a mask too while you're out in the public. But like I said, people trying to get back to normal, and whatever normal is, or what it used to be rather, because I don't think it's going to be what it is or was, because this virus is increasing so far now in the state of Alabama. We have over 20,000 confirmed cases of this virus.
20 grand.
Yeah, 20 grand, 20 G's. And Montgomery County makes up 10% of that 20 grand.
Really?
Yes, sir. That's what I was looking at according to WSFA, Channel 12 News. Montgomery County makes up 10%, I'm sorry, of the cases here in Alabama. So now it's over 2,000 cases here in Alabama. Well, should I say Montgomery County is over 2,000 cases. And 48 people have died here in Montgomery County from the virus. So, and it's increasing. And the reason why it's increasing because more tests are done, and people are getting this virus because of the testing. Well, not because of the testing, but the testing is detecting more of the virus. So that's why the numbers are increasing, not only here in Alabama or in Montgomery County, it's increasing around the world. Right now, over 400,000 people have died around the world due to this virus. So, and that's more people than in World War II alone. So this thing is real. This thing is real. So be serious. I know you want to get back to having your fun, and I know you want to get back to traveling, whatever you want to do, but I don't think it's going to be the same anymore. So,
last time we talked, we didn't have protesters and riots the last show.
No, we didn't, because
coronavirus almost sort of taking the back seat in a way.
Well, in a way it has taken a back seat, but in a way it's looked like it's taken a passenger seat, because they are talking about the protesting will increase the virus, because people are out protesting with no mask on, and of course you can't protest 6 feet away from each other.
No.
So
no. What?
And you can't be wearing a mask. So But
what?
Take off your mask. Take off your mask. But on a serious note, the virus is increasing because people say it because of the protest, and the reason that the protests are going on is because of what has happened within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, brother George Floyd.
Yes, George Floyd's death, senseless death, due to the hands of policemen there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Come on now, the home of Prince. Oh, and happy birthday, Prince, by the way.
Oh, yeah, when is his birthday? Today?
Yes, today is Prince's birthday.
Oh, dig it.
Yeah. June 7th, 1957, I believe, when Prince was born. So, yeah. So
you think they raided? I was worried about if they raided his house. Not really raided, but, yeah, same thing, right?
I don't think they did, because I haven't heard anything about it on the news. I think what they are...
We'll know if we see some dudes with some flashy clothes and high heels.
Yeah, some purple shirts over there.
He's fucking up Prince's house. What I just cursed here?
Yeah, you just cursed. Yeah. Leave that out anyway. But anyway, today is Prince's birthday. Happy birthday to the late Rogers Nelson.
And George Floyd funeral was yesterday. I think it was Monday, Tuesday.
Well,
I think
it was memorials held around the United States in the 3 places that George Floyd lived. First, it was held there in Minneapolis, because that's where he died. So, and it was held there. And then they had a memorial in North Carolina where he grew up.
Did you hear what Candace Owens said?
What did she say?
I sent it to you. She said that George Floyd wasn't really a great person, and we shouldn't make him out to be a good person or a great person because he was on drugs and he broke in to this pregnant woman's house, put a gun to her stomach with 4 of his goons, and was raided her house looking for money. So we shouldn't be uplifting him.
Well, the thing is, even as George Floyd did do those things, the thing is, he's still a human being. And the thing is that he still didn't deserve to die in the manner of which he died. That's the bottom line. And that's why the people are out there protesting, marching, celebrities out there. They had Keke Palmer. She was out there, and she was talking to the National Guardsmen, and she was asking them to join them, in the protest, in the march. And you got people out there marching of all races. It's not just black people marching. It is white people out there. It is Hispanics. I mean, people are marching all over this country of all nationalities because they are tired. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And this current administration is not helping at all. Matter of fact, it looks like the current administration is fueling, these rioters.
I think I pulled it up, Candace, on. You want to check it out a little bit later?
If you want to play it. Let's see what she got to say, because I really didn't have a chance to sit down and listen to her.
Hello, Facebook family. I have decided to do this video. It has been weighing very heavily on my heart and on my mind as well. And it was something that I wanted to say early on, but there were so many emotions and so much pressure for me to go with the popular opinion about who George Floyd was. And sometimes it can be difficult when there are just so many external pressures to say what you believe. And this was an instance where I felt like my silence would have been better in the beginning, but the more that I think about it, I realize that we are being sold a lot of lies, and at the detriment to the black community, at the detriment to the white community, and at the detriment to America as a whole. So I want to come out and say that I do not support George Floyd and the media depiction of him as a martyr for Black America. I'm going to explain why, and I hope that some of you guys will understand where I'm coming from. I have spent a considerable amount of time reading a lot of Black authors that I think are some of the most brilliant Black Americans breathing. Walter Williams, Shelby Steele, Thomas Sowell, and I recently came across something that was an idea that was planted into my head by Shelby Steele, and it has been something that I cannot forget. It is something that will stick with me for the rest of my life. And it is something that I hope for the Black Americans that are watching will stick with you for the rest of your life. Shelby Steele said that the Black community is unique from other communities. Our culture is unique from other communities because we are the only community that caters to the bottom denominator of our society. Now, let me explain what that means. It means to say that not every Black American is a criminal, not every Black American is committing crimes, but we are unique in that we are the only people that fight and scream and demand support and justice for the people in our community that are up to no good. You would be hard pressed to find.
Okay, stop right there.
Okay, now the thing is, as I said before, even if George Floyd did those things, he still didn't deserve to die in that manner. And I don't think the protesters are upholding him as a pedestal. They are tired of just police brutality on blacks in general. And George Floyd just happened to be the fuel that lit the fire.
Yeah, like the straw that rose the camel's.
Yeah, that's all, that is. They're not saying that he was a great man. I've never heard anybody say that he was a great man. All I just heard them say, that they are upset because of the way he was murdered. I mean, that's right, I said murdered.
Yeah. Because
he was. Somebody put their knee on your neck for almost 9 minutes. What you gonna do?
It's almost like she was alluding to if he had like this awesome education, and he,
right,
yeah.
But he didn't.
So that makes him a bad person.
Well, no, it doesn't. I mean, look, everybody. Excuse me, everybody. White or black, we don't all have the perfect education background. Come on, I mean, if that was the criteria of you being a good person, it'll be a lot of bad people out here because you know, a lot of people don't have a college degree, and a lot it's so you know. So you're gonna say something like, okay, just because he don't have a college degree or he didn't graduate high school, that makes him a bad person?
Because you notice that she was talking about the authors that she admired.
Right.
Like they're great men, so if something happens to them, then we need to be outraged. God damn it, I told you.
Well,
you know she married to a white guy, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not going to comment on that because, you know, I'm not going to comment on that because I was going to say the way she sounds. Anyway.
Right. Tommy Sotomayor said looked like she been a couple of trains. Yeah, like ghetto gag.
I was going to ask you, you know, who is this woman? You know, but you
Tommy
know.
funny, man. Tommy like, do you talk like that at home? Can you talk like you talk like?
But I'm just right. But you know, no, you know, if you know people are thinking like that, if they are thinking like this woman is supposedly thinking that, you know, just because you don't have a high school diploma or you don't have a college education, that you are nothing but a low life in this world, that you deserve to die at the hands of, you know, policemen or whomever. I mean, take this other case that happened before George Floyd. This young man over in Brunswick, Georgia. He was just out jogging. They came along. You know,
I'm sorry. I don't think he was really jogging.
Yeah, he was jogging. That man was not out doing anything but taking him a morning jog, like he always do.
So there's proof. I'm not saying that it's cool to kill somebody from leaving a building that's under construction, but I haven't seen any proof of him.
He went
having a routine of jogging.
He went into this building on his way to get him some water. That's what he went in there for.
He went in a condemned house to get some water.
Well, the house.
Come on, man.
The house wasn't condemned. It was under construction.
Well, you're gonna go into a house that's under construction with no electricity, probably, for some water.
Well, it had water in there.
You know what? Guess what?
No.
Guess what? Guess what?
What?
That's exactly what a thief would say.
Water was in there.
Like, come on, man.
You know, he went in, you know.
I ain't say he's
got him a drink of water. Okay, so you said just because he went in this house that he deserved to be killed by these two white men.
No, what I'm saying is, if you thirsty, you wouldn't go into a condemned, not a house that's under construction looking for water.
There was water in there.
You know what?
That was his neighborhood.
Yeah, okay, but still, if you thirsty.
Come on, dude.
If you thirsty, you would find your local Walmart or any type of service station.
He wasn't near Walmart.
So you're gonna find.
He was running in his neighborhood.
So he wouldn't actually run it into one of the neighbors. Say, hey, what are you doing over there, nigger? And then he ran.
No, that wasn't the case.
That's when he started running.
He was jogging, man, and these people saw him jogging, and they took off, and
I need proof.
And they pickup trucks, and they followed him.
I need proof of him having a history of jogging. Cause see, but let's be honest.
So who are you, the devil advocate around here?
I'm just saying, man.
Come on, man.
You don't look at it. That's exactly why heaven was effed up in the 70s. Black folks, they want to wear their halos because it would mess up their afro. They're swinging on the pearly gates. They do a lot of stuff.
Look here, dude.
We got to be honest when it comes to our own people.
Yes, we do. But I'm just saying, the man just really.
I need some proof.
Just went in the house, you know, because he knew that it was water.
Really?
Yeah, because
so a house
why did he go in there if he didn't knew that it was
he was curious, and he could have been looking for some shit to steal. I don't know.
No, he wasn't.
We don't know that, but
it wasn't anything in the house to steal.
Ah, you just said it was water.
Water, but look. The owner of the property had a camera in the house. He saw the guy went in there and got him a drink of water. He said that was all right with him. Now,
yeah, after all this shit blew up.
I don't know when he said it, but he said it. But the thing
did I just cuss again?
Yes, you did. You know, I guess I was doing it on the first show. Now you do.
Yeah, somebody ain't gonna like that too.
You doing it on this one, but the thing it was, this is the thing that really teased me off about that murder, which I'm gonna call it, because that's what it was.
Yeah, he got murdered.
When the guy shot him 2 or 3 times with a shotgun. Now, come on. He stood up over this man's body and used the N-word.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yes, it was reported to the police by the guy who filmed it.
But you know what? I got a problem with that word because we use it ourselves and put it in our music, and then when another race of people call us that, and then we want to, oh no, you shouldn't.
That's right.
Why you doing
We
that?
want to cry then, but the thing is,
my feeling hurts so bad.
You know, the bottom line
It
is,
hurts so bad.
but the bottom line is, we shouldn't use that word anyway.
Yeah.
For blacks, on black, or whatever. I mean, that's a word that has a history of just being not a good word to call someone, because it's a negative word.
But what about using it as a term of endearment?
Oh, like when somebody walk up to someone and say, "What's up, nigga?" Is that what you?
I don't do that, but that's what I heard. I really don't. But
well, I seen people do it.
Yeah, it's part of that scar slavery. That's slavery, scars of slavery.
Yes, it is. But
we gotta recognize the scars so we can.
You're not supposed to use that at any time. But we as black people are gonna have a history of doing that to ourselves. But when someone outside of our race calls us that word, then we want to fight, cuss, kill, and everything else.
All right, peep this. Watch this. We supposed to be the minority, right?
Yes.
All right. But research have shown that we create 50% of the crimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? So there's like 1% of police officers killing us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So don't you think we need to clean up our own?
Well, of course we do.
I know we don't expect people to protect us, so they don't supposed to kill us. We don't, and they get away with it. If you kill me and you go to jail real quick because it's black on black. Mm-hmm. I get all of that, but don't see the real fight is going to be with us. Got to clean up our own.
Of course we got to swoop around our own front door. Of course we got to do that first. And that's what we should do. We should swoop around our own front door, because how else we gonna get things straight externally as we haven't gotten it straight internally? So you tell me.
Well, I was just Candace, not to make her the subject of this situation, she goes on a little rant, but I play it to you later. But it's all over social media, so a lot of people have already covered her viewpoint on the situation. I just think it's bad timing, Miss Candace. You can tell you're not a musician because you don't have good timing. This is not. We just buried this brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People still upset. So,
but the thing is, excuse me. Unfortunately, there are more people than her. Excuse me, that feels that same way because when Michael Brown was murdered up there in Missouri. It was a lady who was on TV. She was saying that he should have not been, supported through marches because of his, past with drugs and stuff like that. So
what they saying? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. So
I guess that's what they saying. I guess what they said is you get, or you got. What you deserve.
But you supposed to have your day in court.
Yes, you're supposed to.
If somebody's going to arrest you from committing a crime, you're supposed to be detained, put your ass in the car, and take your ass. Am I cursing? You supposed to go.
Yeah, but how many of us as color get that right to do that?
A lot of us don't get that right.
All right.
So that's the problem. So that's the problem.
That's right. Yeah. That is the problem. So and
see, I just helped you out. See,
that's all the protesters are asking for is for us to have somewhat of a equal playing field when it comes down to justice. It should be a one-sided trip, and as Richard Pryor said, it should be just us. When you talk about justice, it should be just us.
And why does it always have to be? Well, it's an ongoing investigation. We're looking into the matter thoroughly.
Oh yeah, it's an ongoing investigation.
That means we ain't studying this shit.
That's right. We're gonna postpone it as long as we can, and you will forget about it. And we'll move on.
And you're going to forgive because that's the Christian way.
Well, turn the other cheek.
Love your enemy when the enemy was the one who's opposing. Don't get me started.
What you want to do, turn the other cheek. You want to turn the other cheek inside out. I know what you want.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But,
cash out.
But, hey, go to Trewvizon Radio Cash App, True Bucks. Donate to us. We need the money. You heard the two broke girls? Well, we are two broke guys. So come on.
Yeah, I'm tired.
We need the money. So
put my hand in my pocket and feel in my hip.
I put my hand in my pocket and come back with dust on it. But anyway.
Yeah, you watch us grow. We are growing in progress. So.
Yes, we are a growing progress, and we need your help. So go to True Bucks and donate to us. Click on, and if you go to Trewvizon Radio, click on the like button because hey, we are there for you. We are Trewvizon Radio, where the truth is our vision. So,
email. Let me see.
Yeah, email us at trewvizonradio@gmail.com. That's Trewvizon, TREWVIZON radio, RADIO @gmail.com. And so the next time we will continue this subject because it's a very ongoing subject, and it's going to be going on for quite a while. The virus and the unjust murders that's going on.
Candace Owens, you need to get your African mind. It's a beautiful thing once you get it, so you won't think like that.
Yes, you do, Sister Owens.
Yeah, because.
But anyway, until next time on Trewvizon Radio, this has been Awesome Al, along with my producer and co-host Hooch, and we're checking out.
Peace.
So have you stopped it?